I just want to start off by thanking everyone that came on such short notice to be here today, including 4 busloads of cadets from the Philadelphia Police Academy who went to the trooper's funeral this morning for them to come here and see in full life, not just the funeral, but then to see what the legislature is doing to one step further enhance our protections for our victims. We've heard so much about Officer Faulkner, and certainly that has been the event that occurred to bring us all here today. But we're no strangers in this session to protecting our crime victims. The time has come that we open the eyes of Pennsylvania and, frankly, this country, and show that we care just as much, if not more, for the rights of our victims. 33 years later, when will the healing begin? This legislation is very simple. This gives standing to the Attorney General, to the District Attorney, or to the family, the victim's representative, to seek civil action in court and ask a judge to review the facts of what's being presented, what was going on. So if this were in law this week, the family or Attorney General or District Attorney could have gone to a court and asked the court to review the exaggeration of the First Amendment rights that Jamal has. There's nowhere in the Constitution that says we should be setting up TV production studios in our prisons. And essentially that's what we are doing. A 25-minute phone call. After spending all these years in jail, I'm not sure what more speech a person needs. So this is quite simple. I am so honored. All of my colleagues from the House and Senate are here, the governor, our victim advocate, the District Attorney of Philadelphia, other district attorneys from the Harrisburg area. But we're going to get this done. We're going to send it to the governor and let it take the path where it may. We hope to never use this law. We hope that actual people that sit in prison recognize that they themselves are there to heal, not tear the scabs off the wounds of our victims some 30 years later. And we as a legislature plan on changing that, understanding that, of course, the criminals have rights. We've heard about them for dozens of years. But we need to make sure that our victims are going to have those same rights, just as we've done in other legislation. And we need to recognize that we're going to stand up for them and give them that equal voice. All through the criminal justice process, the prosecution and the defense has equal input all along. Well, for some reason, when they go behind a taxpayer-paid prison and do their taxpayer-paid college degrees and do their taxpayer-paid rants that Jamal is doing, we need to understand, we need to come to the belief that it is now time that the voice of the victims be louder than the cowards would sit behind concrete and steel.